We mark a historic milestone as RRP Electronics and Deca Technologies come together to revolutionize semiconductor industry in India. As a global semiconductor partner, RRP Electronics has established itself as a leader in assembling and testing semiconductor components with a steadfast commitment to precision and reliability. RRP Electronics has continuously set high standards, advancement and economic growth in India. Let us celebrate this union that promises to create transformative opportunities, super job creation and set new benchmarks in the semiconductor industry. Let's have a big round of applause everyone for RRP Electronics and Deca. So before moving ahead, we have all our dignitaries are here. So as we begin our event in India, we begin with Lord Ganesha blessings to remove any obstacles and bring success. As we offer our prayers, we trust that His blessings will bring joy and positive energy to this occasion. And now we'll do the lighting of lamp lighting. And for that, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Rajesh Todinkar, Mr. T. Morrison, Ms. Robin Davis, Mr. M.D. Gautama and Mr. Prashant Deshmukh to please come and do the honor for us. Let's have a big round of applause everyone for all our dignitaries. Let's have a big.
नहीं मिलेगा
Rajendra Sorankar, Ms. T. Morrison, Ms. Robin Davis, Mr. M.D. Gautama and Mr. Prashant Deshmukh.
भाई आगे मारो
All our dignitaries are here.
बोल चलो तो मारते खत्म हो जाएगा लाइटिंग जल्दी हो रहा है यार हाँ बोलो दोस्त चलो बारी चॉपिंग वाला excuse me wait 2 seconds
गणपति बाप्पा मंगल मूर्ति
Photographers, please.
wait
Yes, sure.
Please sit. राजेंद्र सर वो टीवी के लिए और एक बार करना
I request all the media partners to kindly settle down. सरदार करके बैठ जाइए. All the media partners. A humble request to all our media partners, kindly settle down.
oh yes bhai बोलो
This is our tradition. Welcome to India. Welcome to RRP Electronics. Let's have a big round of applause everyone.
अंदर आ रहा है
आप मेरा look center sir
Welcome to India one more time. Thank you so much. Now I request Mr. M.D. Gautama to please do the honor for us. We have the beautiful Robin Davis with us. Let's have a big round.
आगे से वो चाचा दिया जाए उठने का वायर लगा मेरा हाँ यस अरे रोहित कहाँ गया ऊपर क्या ना दिया जाए जलाया उसे ना है भाई ये तो रोहित भाई रोहित कैसे गया रोहित भाई किया ना तो ठीक है ठीक सर 1 घंटे में होगा Done.
एक घंटे में फ्री
Thank you. I request our dignitaries to
इसके लिए मत लगा उधर
अरे अरे
हाँ
I request Apurva Rao to please come and join us.
अरे चाचा भागे अरे सूरज
आज ऊपर से सूरज
चांद के पार चलो
Can we have a round of applause for everyone? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
मैडम गार्डन में घूम रही है
Tim Olsen and Robin Davis. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. Thank you all my RRP guests, my RRP employees, the press, my special associates from CBV, and my special investors led by Naidu. A very good morning to you and thank you very much for being a part of this occasion. So I think this was the need of the hour that we wanted the founder of Deca Technologies, Tim Olsen, to be here and express and explain that what RRP and Deca are doing today, probably, with all due respect, is not yet being done in India, and probably for many more months. So, Deca, while we all know that the state government has approved our project of 12,000 crores for OSAT, to explain Tim is 1.5 billion US dollars, and the second phase of 24,000 crores, which is $2.5 billion of setting up a fab. This was approved by the state government, and we already started our OSAT facility on the 18th of September under the blessings and guidance of our strategic investor Sachin Tendulkar, who graced the occasion the other day, and since then his blessings has taken us to a different level. But coming back to what Deca and RRP are going to do is something different. So, which is why Tim always told me that, you know, we will not call this as an OSAT facility, but we will call this as an advanced application foundry. So, which means that we will be doing something which is a very unique technology, which Tim is going to explain more, and which is what we do, something which is called as adaptive patterning, and which will add a lot of value to our setup in the coming times. A complete automated facility, which we should be starting work in the next month or so, and within 9 months we should have this facility up and running. Coming to the visions, I think everybody has a vision. We all have to have a vision. RRP always had the vision under the blessings of our mentor, Dr. Anil Kapoor, that we need to create something different than the others. Most of the semiconductors facilities that are presently being targeted to set up their OSAT and the foundry, and obviously now the state central government is also promoting compound semiconductors as one of the fab setup, which obviously has a lot of applications. Our vision is something different, and the vision is always defined by an altitude. It can go higher and higher and higher. So we are going very high, very high. So much so that if somebody is thinking of a drone, we are thinking of a satellite. So that's what our altitude of vision is. And this is only possible because of the technology that Deca is bringing into India. And so we have to give a round of applause, a warm welcome to Tim and Robin, who have come all the way and brought this technology, which is almost, Deca has been a founder, Tim has been a founder for almost 3 decades, probably maybe more, but India, under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, who actually has brought this concept of subsidies into India, has now helped us to get a technology which is readily available on our platter, which otherwise, with all due respect, would have taken India probably another decade to set it up. So we have to really thank him to have unconditionally come ahead. We're signing an official MOU today. We'll be doing a technology transfer license agreement, and we are hopeful that we should have a complete automated plant by the end of this year. And such plants, that Tim obviously thinks that we can generate a significant revenue of starting from $30 million US per year. I will not talk more about the technology because it's his property. When we signed the TTLA, we will be partners, but right now we are still partners. And I will wish all the best to my team of my college friend and the one and only one who could make this possible of setting up the OSAT facility, Mr. Prashant Deshmukh, wonderful gentleman and a very powerful technocrat. He speaks less, he performs more, we speak more, we perform less. And obviously aided by Prashant, by Shikhar, Apurva, Virendra Singh, Alip Singh, Izwan, and the entire team. I can see Pala also over there, who is a specialist wire bonder, who has been imported from Chennai. So thank you very much, and I think I will now hand over the stage to the guest, the host, Mr. Tim, who is actually doing a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
Let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the founder of Deca Technologies, Mr. T. Monson. Let's have a big round of applause.
Thank you, Raj. Thank you, everyone. I very impressed by this gathering. I had no idea you guys were so large. It's very nice to see you all. I think what we're doing together, Deca and RRP, is creating the future of India. You guys are going to be at the forefront of the most advanced packaging, advanced interconnect that goes in Apple iPhones, it goes in automobiles, it goes in satellites and drones, all types of things. So it's a great opportunity for you to get a leap ahead as we bring this up. Aparna, can I show my slides? Oh. So I just have a handful of slides to help explain a little bit more about what is Deca first, and then mostly what is the technology. So one slide on Deca. We started in 2009. Cypress Semiconductor was one of the leading pioneers in Silicon Valley in the U.S. That's T.J. Rogers and the Blue Jeans next to me in his vineyard. And our first round of funding was $100 million, quite a bit for a small startup. And SunPower, who was the #2 solar power company at the time, also invested in Deca, and some of the processes that will be implemented in RRP actually came from SunPower, from the solar industry. So it's kind of a situation. In 2013, the gray bar, we introduced the two technologies that we're talking about today, which is the M-Series fan-out and adaptive patterning, which is a real-time EDA system. It's the only system in the world that designs during manufacturing. And it's taken a decade, but those technologies are now, as we'll see in another slide, #1 in the industry in terms of acceptance and volume. In 2016, Qualcomm, which some of you might know, a very significant leader in smartphones and other things, they decided they liked our technology. They invested in Deca, and they convinced ASE in Taiwan. ASE is the biggest packaging company in the world, as you might know. So ASE built a factory in Taiwan to implement Deca's technology for Qualcomm and others. And that started in 2016 and went to production in 2018. Raj is a little more aggressive. He wants 1 year versus 2 years. We'll see if we can In 2020, we transitioned to a technology company where we transfer our technology to others. I should have mentioned at the beginning, we built a large factory in the Philippines where we created this technology together with our US factory. A company in Korea called Nepes took over that factory and continues to run it. Nepes is a big supporter of Samsung. They're one of Samsung's key outsource partners. In 2022 is the year that our technology became #1 in the industry in terms of this type of packaging technology. And we started introducing other fields like Skywater, which is a foundry in the United States, and Arizona State University, which is one of the leading universities in North America. As we're putting our technology inside the lab, and students, undergraduates, masters, and PhDs will be learning about advanced packaging based on that platform. Pretty cool. And if you're wondering, our name Deca on the bottom, Deca comes from the Greek Deca, from the decimal system of 10. And what we do at Deca is, we like to say we have 10x thinking, meaning we're not a little bit better than others, we're at least an order of magnitude better. So that's where Deca comes from. We have some very impressive companies that are on our board of directors and own the company. Cypress was acquired by Infineon, a large company from Germany. So they're our largest shareholder. Qualcomm is second, ASE, Nepes, and Maxim is what became our Semiconduc. So we have multiple multi-billion-dollar owners of that. And we've received lots of awards. You can go to Google or whatever search engine you use, and you can see a lot of things that Deca has won in the industry. So as mentioned on the first slide, there's two fundamental technologies we've created. First is the M-series fan-out. And on that picture, the lighter gray color is a semiconductor chip. That happens to be a PMIC, power management IC, used in the iPhone. And you see the two solder bulbs up on top. That's what hooks up to the phone motherboard or to the computer or the car. So our technology in this example is very simple, but it's bolt compound around the die with interconnect layers and dielectrics that you can't really see in that process. Even though it looks very simple, there's a lot going on with the technology. And adaptive patterning is, again, the system that does real-time design during manufacturing, because often in manufacturing things move a little bit. So this allows the design to actually move with the actual variation of manufacturing. And on this slide, you see the iPhone-like part on the left. You see more complicated parts as you go across. And I think Raj will, RRP will hopefully be coming up with some of the parts on the left first to get everything up and running. But then as you advance to the ones on the right, and even more beyond that, you'll be in electric vehicles, you'll be in artificial intelligence, you'll be in a lot of cool applications. And speaking of cool applications, if any of you have an iPhone 14 or newer, 14, 15, or 16, these parts are in your pocket. And if you have an iPhone 6, you have at least one part from Deca. So from iPhone 6 all the way to 14, our part count has gone from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's actually 6 in iPhone 16. So pretty cool. These are Qualcomm devices with M-series that adaptive patterning around them. And you can read what they are, but we can't read them. It's hard to read. But they're power management chips, they're audio codec chips. And this one at the bottom with the red and green and blue lines around it, that's an envelope tracker. That's a key part of the RF signal. So when you're talking on your phone, it's automatically the band that selects as well as the band with the frequency of your communication to your cell tower to help optimize battery life and also maybe push signals. So it's a very, very critical chip. We actually have one of those chips over there by the cable band. So some of you'd like to see it. We really need a microscope to see properly, but a real part from the iPhone is there. And then this slide talks more about the adaptive patterning, where we adjust the design during manufacturing. And if you look at the far here right, again is that one example device from Qualcomm. It's called the QET7100. And there's a bunch of stuff on the internet about this as well. But that's a dual die part. It then series in the pattern. And if you look closely at those pictures, you can see that the design is actually moving the chips. It's probably a little bit hard to see from where you all are. And my last slide is just to explain what's happening with this technology. So starting with the MCSP here on the left, that's what's in the iPhone, those type of parts. The one on the bottom, that's what goes in a Dell computer or other applications like that. The POP, you see on the bottom right, that can go in a phone as well, a smartphone as well as IoT applications, medical sensor applications, MRI and ultrasound and things like that. The MBQFN is a very interesting twist on our technology. So most folks in the world know QFN with diamond, wire bond, technology. But with the fan-out technology, you can actually build it custom.
The official signing of the MOU between RRP Electronics and Deca Technologies. Congratulations.
कौन है मोबाइल
नहीं
सुन लो ना अरे ओ मोबाइल
वो साइन कर रही है खड़े ये कैमरा स्टिल
Deca Technologies. Deca is a global leader in advanced packaging, driven by a 10x thinking culture. Its MCDD systems have transformed semiconductor packaging. Backed by Volvo and AC, Deca became a pure-play technology. RRP Electronics and Deca Technologies, advancing semiconductor innovation. RRP Electronics and Deca Technologies.
So you're asking why do we think RRP is a good partner?
Exactly. What was your major USP that you saw there?
Karan.
So from the first time we met, the passion that Raj has to make a difference, especially in this region and in India, it was a very nice blend of our capabilities with someone passionate about making a big difference. I think that's the biggest thing. I was able to tour the factory today, his existing factory, which is a year old. 1 year old, roughly. He's come a very long ways already with what he's doing and demonstrated that he can put in the technology and quality systems for semiconductor manufacturing. So I think both the passion and his demonstrated existing capability are key. Besides, he's really handsome.
I think for us, Deca is, I would say, nearer to God, simply because I think many people have to realize that when all the semiconductor industries are doing in OSAT or trying to build a foundry or trying to build wafers, Deca is a combination of both. And I keep on saying that. So today, when I was talking to Tim the other day and trying to think about collaboration, and when he told me this, that it's not an OSAT, it is more of an advanced, few notches higher than an OSAT. So you will have a wafer, and the wafer will be then enhanced. So that would be, so in an OSAT, for the first time, India will see lithography even in an OSAT, which is normally seen in a wafer foundry. So this is something which is different. I think it's going to create such a big impact in the state and the nation. And I think that, I personally feel that we are blessed with Tim. Tim is actually a very, very renowned technocrat. And I don't see, I've been reading a lot of Google, I've been meeting a lot of people in Taiwan, in US, in Europe. I think that what he's doing is exclusive, and what we both together are going to be a lethal combination in semiconductor industry.
Also, would Deca be investing in the company and taking a stake or something? Is there anything on that lines?
At this point of time, we don't want him to be pressurized on the investments, because what he's bringing in and at a cost that he's bringing in is good enough for us. We need his blessings and we need his technology. At some point of the time when we see that we've already rock the world, that point of time, Tim will come front and invest in the market.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Congratulations to the team, Mr. Kodankar and team. And my question is directly going to Robin. Robin, you were watching the signing over here. What was thing in your mind? What was going on, because you are laughing and happy with this thing? So, what exactly you were looking at?
I am happy and I'm laughing because we already started this collaboration together and begun work. So this signing is ceremonial and it's very exciting for us. But we've already gotten to know each other and had the opportunity to begin this collaboration prior to this event.
Kodankar, question to you that you have mentioned that this will be in Maharashtra, a big part of Maharashtra, the production.
So I think we are presently set up in Mahape, Mumbai, but the state government has approved as a 100-acre land at Taloja. So that is where it's going to be mixed, because at this point of time, when we get Taloja, it's going to be 6 months down the line when we take the possession of the 100 acres land. But we are in a hurry because we want to set up this. It's going to be a very unique, a very, very unique facility with the overhead transfer. Tim's products that go into the iPhone or into IoT devices, and Qualcomm has been, everybody knows that Qualcomm is a $19 billion revenue that is generated. But all these products require automation. So when we first discussed with Tim, looking into the cost, we decided to have a semi-automated plant. But then when Tim mentioned, that if we could build an automated plant, we could have businesses from reputed players like Qualcomm. So at that point of time, even without hesitation, we decided to set up a plant with a overhead transfer facility. So which means that, when this facility is going to be ready, I always keep on giving very dates which are beyond imagination. It's always fiction in it. Tim is also surprised. But we are going to do it. And when we do it, trust me, the state is going to be rocking. And we create such a great impact. At the end of the day, our vision is to create an impact in the society, bring it back to humanity. And that's what semiconductor facility is. Many other industries define different. We are into defense. We also trying to do a lot of things into compound semiconductors. We've got very good people from IIT. Some of the IITs are also sitting in this arena. But what Deca is going to do is probably going to take us beyond horizons. As I said, when people think of drones, we are thinking of satellites. The vision that Deca can bring to India, is out of the world. And time is, everyone's going to see it in the coming time. So that's where I'm quite excited about. We did tie up for memory chips, but I keep on saying this about Deca because it's something different that we have.
Team, question to you. How thrilled you are with signing this joint venture over here? How thrilled you are to join this venture and what you are looking at Indian market? How thrilled, how happy you are with this joint venture and how you are looking at Indian market?
Well, we're incredibly thrilled. I could jump for joy, I guess, off the stage, but I might hurt myself. But we're incredibly excited. India is an amazing opportunity for the industry as part of the supply chain, and obviously for all of you as residents and contributors. So I think I'm super happy that we're going to be involved with a hard-driving, visionary, aggressive guy like Raj and his team. So I think it's a really, really wonderful collaboration to bring technology to India and bring India to the forefront in the global supply chain for Apple and others. Of course, Apple has to qualify with Qualcomm and everyone, but there will be a lot of interest from customers.
Last question to Ms. Rao. young, dynamic ladies staying in the bunch of all experiences. What do you have to say about this?
We are very excited. Also, our team is very excited to have such a unique technology here, and we got an opportunity to execute it. So I guess we are going to try our best to start it as soon as possible.
Good afternoon. Here. My name is Savita. I'm with Samuel. Congratulations to both RRP and Deca. This is a milestone for both the companies. RRP has got a great partnership with Deca, with the global partner as, and of course Deca has got their foot in the door. They are now evolving as the most revered country to be with in terms of the kind of technology we are bringing to the table. My question is probably to RRP. I understand Mr. Sachin Tendulkar is also involved, or he's a stakeholder. So I want to understand how does his partnership or his involvement, what does it bring, how does it influence the semiconductor industry?
So to answer your first question, Sachin Tendulkar is an investor, answer is yes. Strategic investor, answer is yes. You would like to keep the extent of investments at the present moment on a silent mode, but Sachin Tendulkar sir obviously brings in the aura and the magical cosmic energies into the organization. And I'm saying this honestly because I've witnessed it. So when we approached sir, the idea was not to take investments from sir, but to take his advices, to take his the energy that he can emit. And truly, he really emits energies. You know, when you sit next to him, the aura is amazing. And we have ensured that him also meets him at some point today and bring it. But on a many of them would be surprised to know that Sachin sir is playing a very pivotal role even in the understanding of the technologies, in the finalizing the right partner, and amongst all the partners that we have finalized, Sachin sir was very excited with Deca Technologies. He reads, he understands, and I think RRP is blessed with his guidance. A lot of developments is brought in CPV associates as our partners who will overlook all our situations, and Priyesh is sitting over here. So these things that are brought in have created a system in RRP, and we have no hesitations in saying that after Sachin sir coming in, we are on the corporate level in terms of thinking, in terms of understanding.
Of course, he is a global name to recognize, so it's a great strategy to have. Thank you.
This is Sachin from Global News. My question is, how much investment RRP has put into this TTLA with?
The investments are going to be huge. It's going to be over $150 million before we can actually see a pilot OST. The investments are going to be in phases, and it will be finding of a complete technology transfer license agreement along with the infrastructure. Now we are working on how to spread the investments, but we are very fortunate that the present investment that we have done in the setting up of the OSAT will also complement the facility that Tim has in mind. So which means that there's going to be a benefit in terms of the investments that we do. But on an average, over a period of 9 months, we will probably have over $150 million invested in the facility, and it will be a complete automated plant.
What are the key takeaways of this collaboration, and is there going to be any employment generated?
Suddenly,
what are the key takeaways of this collaboration, And will there be any employment generation as well?
The key takeaway is amazing. The takeaway is, I think, because of the type of exclusivity that Tim has offered us, I think it will be very difficult, with all due respect, for any other semiconductor venture to come closer to us for next years. Trust me. Because everyone understands OSAT, everyone understands wafer, but there's something beyond this which very few people are aware. And this is why we keep on talking about, and I keep on talking about this. So, when a wafer comes in, the wafer can be enhanced through adaptive patterning. So, in no other facility that I've visited, with all due respect, we've ever seen a lithography in an OSAT. But for the first time in the history of semiconductor industry, an OSAT will be equipped with a lithography where adaptive patterning will be done, which will be enhanced on the wafer. So wafer which is delivering some sort of performance, his performance or that wafer's performance will be enhanced. Now, for this to understand, obviously, is going to be a challenge, but it's very complex. It's not going to be an easy job. But our team, Dishmu, has that he's generating and he's waiting. We will reach the target because the best part about him is he's a go-getter. There are deadlines in what he wants to do, and that's the only way we can succeed. Actually, I'm really waiting for that moment. When we will have a Deca product being produced in RRP, and trust me, it's going to be something which, for me, still today appears fiction, but it is the best takeaway. Second impact is there is going to be a lot of employment generation. Again, there will be a lot of learning for our people. We know that there are a lot of students in the academia with hidden inner talents, and Deca technology and Deca team will help these employees to really come out. We have a lot of talent. Talent in India is there. It's not that it's not there, but we need the right people to bring in. So Apurva will obviously tell you after this press release that we've got the young people who probably were not equipped with the knowledge that the semiconductor industry deserves, but with the training, they can now handle equipments of over $2 million independent in our OSAT. So that is where we come from. So it's going to be a great impact on the state and the nation. Employment will generate, and we will have technologies that the global people will come to us. We will think of revenue generation that our projections will go for a toss. Trust me, with Deca technology. When we first mentioned, that we could generate 30 million revenue, Tim said that, that could be on the lower end. So this is what, it's all exciting. Today what we are saying and what we are doing, 9 months down the line will be better than what we said today. And this is a commitment, for sure. Irrevocable. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other question?
Hello, sir. My question to you is that last time what we have seen is that many government officials were there and they supported us. Now we get to Unitech, Mahapay. This is how they are supporting you in this venture, or are they going to support you in some other way? Government officials.
I think if you, honest opinion, I think I have never seen such a proactive state who have been continuously, supporting us, driving us. And I'll give a simple example. So we have a OSAT facility which is coming, which is working. The entire area is occupied, and we had Deca now. The Taloja land obviously is getting ready. It's not only about a land, it's about the power and the water, which is being done. It's going to probably get ready in 4 to 6 months. But the state said that please go ahead and buy another facility under the subsidy and start Deca. This is something which is, with all due respect, very unusual, and they are continuously monitoring us. The monitoring is not for monitoring, but to find ways for us to grow bigger and larger. And with all due respect, I think with all the country that I have moved on, I think Maharashtra state is doing exceedingly well with all our justice. In fact, when we inaugurated, we had the blessings of all of them. Everybody came and blessed us. And till today, our Chief Minister Aparna is also very keen that we bring out our first chief in March. You know, that's the target, and we'll honor his commitment. So we'll probably, if the same chief is there, we can again meet in March on a better note.
Yes, of course. Anyone else? Yeah.
Good afternoon, Raj sir. It's a pleasure to be here, and I've got a couple of questions for you. The first being this collaboration and MOU that you have signed. What sort of revenues are we seeing from FY26 and 27? And secondly is, where are we on the central approval with respect to the subsidy? Where are we on that? If you could answer this, please.
So to answer your first question, I think once we start, which was also published in the papers a few weeks back, so the yearly revenue generation could be in the range of around $30 million per annum. But obviously it could get higher. We try to be a bit more conservative in terms of revenue generation. And to answer your second question, I think we are not far away when we obviously see our center also blessing us. And I think it's an auto process because I think once the state approves, in fact we found the center to be more proactive than us. We were trying to be busy, but most of the procedural formalities have been cleared. We are not far away from being qualified for the central subsidy. Very short. It should be in the news.
Thank you so much and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone else want to ask something? I request all the dignitaries to please pose for the photograph. Yeah.
चालू नहीं कर रहे हैं, बीच में आ रहा है। बोल अभी कट क्यों मैं?
Along with that, I would like to call
बैठ जाओ चाचा।
join us. Along with that, Mr. Shekhar Gupta, Rizwana Nagulkar.